You're watching NFL Daily, and if you're looking for the latest NFL news and rumors, you're in the right place. Also, if you're looking to get rid of annoying television commercials, you're welcome. Also in the right place. Download the MyTV Choice app today at mytvchoice.com. All right, let's go to the Giants, and are they interested in Ed Oliver? I think they should be.
I am very intrigued to see how the Giants approach this draft as well, because I feel pretty good about the top 5 picks in some order with who it actually is. At 6, I'm not so sure. Is it going to be a quarterback? If Ed Oliver is there, I can't rule it out. I'd be a little bit surprised, but I know that Dave Gettleman loves defensive linemen. That was his MO at Carolina. He loved taking D linemen. The problem is the Giants run more of a 3-4 scheme.
Okay.
You already have B.J. Hill. You have Dalvin Thompson. Both of them played really well last year. You can't play 3 interior defensive linemen at the same time. That doesn't work in today's NFL. So even though you lost Damon Harrison, I like where they're at in terms of their top 2 defensive linemen. Now, you could use a third guy and some more depth overall, but edge rusher is way more important. Of course, Ed Oliver could be a really good interior pass rusher. And it's the Giants. I can't rule anything out.
Hey, I totally hear you. Now, Ed Oliver's sitting there at 6. Imagine if Ed Oliver, the Giants took him. Do you think maybe they could look at this next guy at pick 17, Clelin Ferrell?
I think Clelin Ferrell's an option for New York if they go offensive line or quarterback in round 1. I think that's where they would target instead. Now, the Giants desperately need pass rush help. Be it from the interior or on the outside, I prefer the outside because B.J. Hill was actually pretty damn good as a pass rusher last year. Dalvin Tomlinson's kind of more of your interior nose guard type there. So you do need one more defensive end, but in a 3-4 scheme, you need stand-up edge rushers. And the Giants don't have much. Yes, Marcus Golden has shown flashes in the past. Lorenzo Carter was a high 3rd-round pick. Kareem Martin's a nice backup, nice number 3. You don't have the guy that I trust to say, you know what, this is going to be even our 7-sack guy. You don't have that guy in your roster right now. Ferrell could be that. So I think if the Giants go quarterback at number 6 or offensive tackle at number 6, then edge in Ferrell makes sense. I think that 16 to low 20s range is about right for him as well. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Before I bring up our next question here, and again, guys, use hashtag NFL to get on the show. Would you rather better value Ed Oliver at 6 or Clelin Ferrell at 17 for the Giants?
For the Giants, I think it makes more sense for Ferrell because of the need at edge is greater than the need at defensive tackle. But in terms of overall player, Oliver's better. But I think the fit need makes more sense for Ferrell.
All right, speaking of need, I got a need to bring up this question from Patrick.
What about speed?
No, dude, I have no speed. Ever since I tore that ACL, I'm lucky to run under a 5. What's up, chat? Any chance the Giants will get my boy Kyler? Good job using hashtag NFL.
I'd be pretty surprised because the way that Dave Gettleman grades, he values size at quarterback. I think it's a lot more likely that the Giants take Daniel Jones and then moving up into the top 5 at worst case for Kyler to get him. So I'd be real surprised.
All right, you heard from Tom. Make sure you guys follow him at WhatGoingDowney. Make sure you guys follow me at Mitchell Renz 365. But he's the main guy for the NFL draft coverage. Do you think that the Giants could go D at number 6 and then trade up with the Bills from 17 to 9 and give up a 2nd-round pick if Haskins is available?
If you want Haskins, you should just take him at 6.
Okay.
Like, you start to play a very dangerous game. Why all of a sudden is he not worth the 6th-round pick but worth the number 9 overall pick?
Because you're Dave Gettleman and everything that you've done, and this is an entire coin flip, and I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, valid points. But I do think you could see Denver going defense at 6 and saying, let's wait and see if a guy like Daniel Jones is there at 17. That's kind of my fear right now for the Giants.
Oh, my Lord.
Which I honestly don't want to do to them. I don't want to mock that pick because I don't want to mock Daniel Jones to anyone in round 1. But the more and more I think about it, the Giants are that pivot point for me right now as I go through some various mock draft theories. They could go defense or they could go quarterback. That has a massive impact on the rest of the NFL draft because if a team doesn't trade up for a quarterback after 6, where do they go? 10 and 11? They kind of slide a little bit there.
The internet's #1 sportsbook. Go to chatsports.com/bet and use our promo code LIVE120 for a 120% deposit bonus. Tom, best deal out there.
Absolutely is. That's chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code LIVE120.
All right, guys, make sure you're using that hashtag NFL to get your questions on the show. We're doing a nice little mailbag here. I'm Mitchell Renz. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365. That's Tom Downey. Hit him up at WhatGoingDowney. All right, A.J. Brown to Giants in the second.
I'd be a little bit surprised. If he's there, I think it makes some sense. My biggest concern is that even though I don't put too much emphasis on fitting receivers into molds, be it the X receiver, the Z receiver, the slot receiver, whatever you want to call it, you bring in A.J. Brown, you've kind of got three of the same guys. You've got Sterling Shepard, A.J. Brown, Golden Tate. Three guys that have that inside-outside flex but aren't true deep threats and work the best in the short and intermediate areas of the field. Now, that's fine, but if I'm the Giants, I know you're missing Odell Beckham. You still got to figure out your back seven more so than you need to figure out your receiver. Plus, you want to get Evan Ingram involved, right? All your guys occupy the same area of the field. There's a little bit too much overlap for me, at least.
Are you working on your back seven before the wedding?
Sure.
You probably should.
I don't even know what you're going for.
Muz Kamal. Did I pronounce it right? I don't know. I see some people ripping me for not pronouncing names right. Maybe it's because I'm drinking vodka like Tony Baloney and I can't pronounce names. Can Giants trade a second-round pick in 2020 and a fourth this year? I mean, sure they can.
I'm not sure what for. That would get you like maybe back up into mid to late round two. So I'm not sure now what you're trying to do there in the end. So.
And in the end, we're going to C.J. Richards third. What are the Giants going to do with Eli? Well, first they need to get a book of Eli, and then they need to burn it, and then they need to get another quarterback.
Okay, I don't know why you went with the book. Like I know what you're going for there, but I don't think that hit the target audience here, Mitch.
I've never seen the movie.
It wasn't that good. I think they're going to keep him for now. And I think they're going to start him for now, and that's weird to me. That's weird to me.
He's 38 years old. He's washed up, and he's just draining away what this Giants team could potentially be on offense. If he's the captain of the ship, I want off it. If there's a ship that I'm trying to get on, it's TPG. Do Giants target a receiver?
Oh, I get it.
And if so, who should it be? A lot of Giants questions, which I'm a little bit curious why.
In terms of like early round, you should target Akeem Butler if he's somehow there in round two. Other than that, I don't think it makes sense to go early. But the good news is there are a lot of intriguing guys later on in the NFL draft. You can find value in round 3, in round 4, even in round 5. Maybe someone like a Gary Jennings or a Deontay Johnson. If you want to have a guy that's a little bit speedier, that brings you more of that deep threat ability, you can find someone I think could fill that role. That's the route I would go if I am the Giants in the end. I think that mid to later round, if you want to go with someone who's smaller or bigger like a Jazz Ferguson, find those later round guys that make sense, that fit a different role than we already have on the roster in terms of those slot possession type guys.
Coming in from Captain TPG, much appreciated, my man. What is the Giants' record in 2019 post-draft?
5 wins. That's the over-under.
5?
5 wins.
I'll take 6. I'll take 6 wins for the Giants.